Hey friends, guess what? Episode 98 in the house. How's it going? Good? I hope it's going good. Two podcasts away from 100. Life is going great. Like frosted flakes. They're more than good. They're great. They're great! Anyway, episode 98. Excited to be here. Got a new job. I'm going to be a personal trainer. So if you guys want some training, holla at me. I'll be at Crunch. That's the one on Georgia Street. I think they're opening up another one. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, I'm excited. I just won a competition in Lubbock. That was pretty dope. It was a lot of fun. Went out to Lubbock. Got to compete again in the World of Beer. The Lubbock Laugh Off. It's at the World of Beer. And I did really bad the second time. I did decent the first time, but the third time, I won it. Third time's the charm. I got a bag of nickels. Chocolate coins. Yeah, they don't have trophies anymore. So give me chocolate coins, and I'll be back next month to do a headlining spot, so that's fun. Shout out to Lubbock and all those guys and ladies, gals, very supportive. I love y'all. Thank you so much for everything you do. Very cool. Life is still going on. So I hope you guys have a great Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever day you're listening to it. And I hope you are pursuing something to make yourself better, get better at something. Go read a book. Go learn how to fly a kite. I don't know. That doesn't sound very productive. Maybe you could start a whole kite company and, become a millionaire kite salesman. Whatever you want to do, go do that thing. Don't worry about anything else because that'll hold you back. Well, I mean, you should worry about important things, but don't worry about, your your lame job that you've been wanting to quit for 3 years, go find something else. It's totally cool. Or in my case, you don't have to go find something else because they'll let you go. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you for listening. I had Valentine Van Buren on, a very cool person, very talented person. It is a local drag queen, a local queen, as they say. I need to have her back on again. I feel like I didn't ask the questions as good at questions. I could have been a better interviewer, but we had a good time. We spent an hour together, and I'll definitely get her and a few others back on because I want to know more. I just wasn't very prepared, but it's still a great episode, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you for listening. The intro is brought to you by Tender Silk. This song is called SoCal. Just saw these guys perform at Urbana Coffee Shop. Check them out on Spotify. That's SoCal by Tender Silk. And we are live. This is episode 98. I think I'm on episode 98. That sounds right. I am here with Irvin. Do you want your last name out? Valentine Van Buren. He's got several aliases. I met him through Burlesque. Great performer. Thanks for coming on, man. How's it going?
Good, I'm doing good, and yourself?
Pretty good. I'm a little sleepy. I don't usually get up this early, but
Same.
but yeah, just make sure you're a little bit closer to the mic. And but yeah, I think I saw you at Off the Hooks, probably the place I see you the most, just because Jocelyn's there, or Poppy. Always seeing her there. How long have you been performing?
I've been performing for about 3 years now.
3 years. That's
Yeah.
awesome. You do. You have like a lot of energy out there, so it's fun to see. Do you have to practice like quite often to get that down?
No,
No.
not really. It's more like I do it all in my head, and whatever like I know I want to feel on stage, like it just comes out.
That's exciting. Just feeling it. How did you? You said you've been doing it just over 3 years. Like, how did you get into it? You just saw other people doing it, and were like, "That sounds awesome."
One of Yeah, pretty much. It was one of my best friend's aunt. She was like, "Oh, look at these dudes. They're dressing up in drag."
Mm-hmm.
It was a music video by Manila Luzon, and after that I was just like I always felt like I wanted to be a girl, but then I wanted to go back to be a dude.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just like, what
So
is this?
you
And
want the
when she showed
options.
me that, when she showed me that, I was just like, oh yeah, that's exactly what I want.
Nice.
It's weird.
So do you make your own costumes, do your own makeup and everything?
Yeah, I try to make my own costumes, but
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of hard.
Looks like a lot of work.
It is.
Yeah.
Micah gets it pretty down, but it's so hard.
I feel that. It's just over 3 years. That's exciting. Have you done festivals or anything, or performed other cities?
No, I've only been performing in Amarillo. I've
That's
gone to Kentucky for Micah's pageant, but just to be his dresser.
That's fun.
Yeah.
So how often are you able to perform a lot in Amarillo?
It depends. At the 212, we have the rules set in place. So if something happens, I may not be able to perform some weeks, but most of the time, I get a pretty good 2 or 3 nights out of the month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. So you don't really, I guess, so you don't practice too much, just do it in your head. Have you done like a big variation of performances, or do you always kind of go with the same music choice and everything?
I like to change it up.
Mm-hmm.
There's sometimes I like doing male songs that are like very indie, or I like to just go all out rock. It depends on the mood.
That's exciting. Fun stuff. So, have you had any wardrobe malfunctions? I was thinking about that
All
other
the
day.
time. Yeah, that always happens, especially if I try to make my own clothes. As I never test it out right, and something always ends up happening. But you make it work.
I never had your balls slip out or anything.
Oh no,
That's
God.
good.
I saw one of the queens do that. That wasn't too nice. So I
That's
was
tough.
like, that's not for me. No, I wear those 4 pairs of pantyhose, dancer tights. So my toes are compressed.
Everything's compact.
Everything's all compact.
Nice.
It's just I don't like shaving either. So my legs are too hairy for that.
I see. Yeah, I was curious about that. So you don't shave before you perform. You just put on the pantyhose.
Yeah,
That's smart.
and then I put on my padding too.
I think that's how I do it. I don't want to shave either. That's funny. How'd you come up with the your persona?
Valentine Van Buren. Van Buren turns out it's a street name. I didn't know that. It was a DJ's name. That's how I found out about it. He remixed one of Curly's songs. One of this chick, I forgot. She's like goth or something. But that's how I got that one. But then Valentine was from Valentine's Day. One of my best friends, he was born on Valentine's Day, so I was like, I'm just take that.
Oh, that's awesome. Is there a difference between like the shows at 212 and when you perform with the burlesque troupe? Is there a different type of vibe there, or is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
there definitely is. Yeah. I don't know. It's just drag queens are more competitive. I mean, since it is our image and we may come and go, but I feel like since it's more about that, we can't really. There's always going to be something in between us, even though how much we try. With the burlesque, I feel they're really nice. They're since they're more, free with their bodies. I feel like they're way more understanding about way more different things. They're more open-minded instead of drag. Some drag queens are just focused on their image and just want their image to be seen.
Okay. And for people who aren't in part of this world, because there's a lot of people I think don't understand, because I didn't know what burlesque was until probably 2 years ago.
Same.
I didn't know what a drag show was until, I don't know, less than 5 years ago. I went to 212 and saw what was going on. And Yeah, can you, I guess, just give a brief description of like what someone would expect when they go to see one of your performances,
Oh, one of my performances.
or I guess any in general? Just trying to give like a brief summary for people who aren't aware or haven't been out, who might be curious.
I don't know. I guess drag. Yeah. Amarillo drag, I feel, is more pageant. So if you go to any Texas kind of drag show, you're more likely gonna see like pageant queens. Queens that are padded, that have their boobs, that
Mm-hmm.
have their makeup overblown. Um, there's always gonna be like people like me, Samantha, and Miss Micah, who come in. We try to be, we teeter, I guess, like try to be androgynous, but still be feminine, beautiful. But I feel like most of all in Texas, it's pageant drag.
Okay, so it changes by like region.
Yeah,
Interesting. That's cool to know. Okay.
it's crazy. There's like, I guess the New York queens. I haven't really seen it, but like with RuPaul's Drag Race, it lets
Mm-hmm.
us see like a whole more array of drag queens.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the Texas queens are always pageant queens. A lot of the New Yorker queens come in with like very club kid styles because it is New York. The scene is more underground and stuff like that. It just depends.
Okay. Have you I guess I'll ask that question after this. The From what I've seen, when the drag queens, they're more likely to do like when they're doing numbers, they're more likely to like lip sync.
Hmm.
Is that a planned thing, or does that just happen naturally? I don't.
The lip sync.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always been in the drag history
Mm.
to lip sync to songs, of famous women who have, the impersonation is more like it is like a drag queen wants to look like Madonna,
Mhm.
so they're gonna try to go full all through with the lip sync and
Oh, I
everything.
see. That's exciting.
Some queens do sing.
Mhm.
RuPaul sings a lot
That's
of his
awesome.
stuff since he started from underground New York City.
Mhm.
He always sang, but most of the time, yeah, it's lip syncing.
Nice. I've seen no, that wasn't drag. Never mind. That was just burlesque. I was gonna say I saw a burlesque performer sing, but that's slightly different. There's one in Amarillo. Do you know? I think it's Belladonna. Belladonna. I don't know. I forgot. There's actually quite a few performers here in Amarillo, so I'm still on the outskirts, just looking at stuff. But that's cool. What was I gonna say? Have you noticed a like a change in the culture around it? I guess has it always been pretty accepting, or has it gotten easier?
I feel like with what's going on with the RuPaul, it has gotten more accepting
Mm-hmm.
because they were like the supermodels of this generation because like everybody wants to be with the drag queens because they're getting out their makeup lines and everything. So
Mm-hmm.
I feel like right now it's easier than what it was back then, but it's still pretty hard.
I could see that. I could see that.
And then depending on what kind of drag queen you are too, a lot of
Mm,
a lot of the self image will depend on what people really want to see on you.
I see. So what do you mean type of drag queen? Like
Like
the type of makeup and everything?
yeah,
Okay.
like well, I mean it just depends on your yeah, right now with me I think it's about social media,
Mm-hmm.
obviously, with Instagram and all that. So a lot of the, looks have to be more precise and stuff. Like it's not just what's it called? A beaded gown or a sequence dress anymore. They have like way more extravagant things.
Mm-hmm.
Or like the colors and the textures of it make it pop out more. I don't know.
I see. So is that social media? Does that push? I guess RuPaul as well push creativity there.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it does. Because you're being able to see the variety of drag queens on that show. Some of their makeup is like way blown out, dramatized. Their eyes are huge, or some queens are very pageant. They got the tits, the plastic boobs for queens, and their hips are like way out, and they got their sparkly sequin dresses. I don't know. It just depends on the drag queen and how they promote themselves.
There's a lot that goes into that.
Yeah.
Very detailed. I noticed you jump around a lot. I guess more than what I've seen other queens do. And you just you don't really plan that. It's just kind of your style, just how you're feeling.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Cool.
Honestly.
Because it seems like there's a lot of athleticism to it almost. Like it's a sport.
It's becoming
in a way.
What is it? The drag of Olympics.
Drag Olympics.
Because there's this video of the balls. The ball scene is where like a lot of the drag started in New York back in 1980 something. The ball scene was very big, and they would do the Vogue battles. Well, there's been some recently since Pose has came out in New York. They showed one recently, and it was against Honey and Michaela, part of LaBeijah's house. But they do spins, they do backflips, they like touch their knees and get back up. It's just crazy. Like,
wow,
voguing and everything, all of that is like intense.
That's impressive. Have you do you have like a gymnastics background or anything like that?
Just a dance.
Just a dance. That's cool.
High school dance.
Oh yeah. Did you like back in high school? Did you know that you kind of wanted to go a route of performing? I mean, you probably didn't know you wanted to do drag, but
I always knew I wanted to be a superstar.
That's awesome. Did you do like theater and stuff in high school?
Yeah.
Cool. Did you sing and everything?
Yeah. Well, for fall musicals, I went to Tascosa.
Okay.
She always liked musicals during fall. I played as Mulan's dad.
Oh, nice.
So I got to sing a little part. Other than that, I was with the chorus all the time.
That's exciting, Mulan.
Right.
I don't even remember that movie. Say Eddie Murphy was a dragon.
Oh, yeah?
Is that Eddie Murphy? I hope it's Eddie Murphy. I'm not getting it wrong. One of those guys. I need to go back and watch Mulan.
They're making the live adaptation, but he's not in it. The Little Dragon's not in it this time.
Oh. Yeah, so it's like when they redid Aladdin and
I
the
haven't
parrot.
seen that one.
They didn't
really?
make the parrot funny or exciting.
Was it just the parrot?
Yeah, it was just a regular parrot.
That's lame.
Yeah, I was pretty upset. Could have got the same guy. But no, I didn't like it. I haven't seen any live actions really besides
The
Aladdin.
Lion King. I haven't seen that one.
No, everyone complained about it, but
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't watch enough movies. You got any favorite movies?
I like horror movies.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's the best horror movie you've seen recently? I guess we can do all time and then do recent.
All time. I don't know. I'm pretty bad at remembering movie names. Recently we watched the Llorona. That one was pretty good. It
Nice.
went in with like the whole Conjuring thing.
Mhm.
It was more of like a jump scare, but it was pretty good.
That's cool. Remember seeing the previews for that one. Haven't seen that either. I need to get out more.
Or you could just order them. I mean,
Yeah, I could order them.
sometimes I don't like being around people like in public areas in daytime.
Movies, yeah.
Some people smell.
That's true.
You're like, why do you smell like that?
A lot of people just smell like they don't like they wipe their ass with their hands and then just leave the restroom, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on either. It's definitely a thing.
It's public. I don't know. You never know with public.
But that movie was pretty cool.
Yeah. It
That's
was
fun.
jump scares everywhere.
I want to see The Joker. I know it's not a horror
Oh,
movie,
that
but it
the
looks
rated
cool.
R one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one looks intense.
Yeah, it looks like you just get to watch a guy lose his mind, which is always exciting.
That's crazy.
They're supposed to make have you seen The Shining?
No.
Oh, well, they're making
I've always seen
a sequel to it.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
a sequel.
Yeah, the movie from the 80s. Yeah.
The one with what's his name? Jack.
Jack Nicholson?
Is it Jack Nicholson?
Is it? No.
Yeah, I think it is.
Hold on. I don't want to be wrong. I have a laptop in front of me.
It is Jack Nicholson.
That's his name, right? Yeah, Jack Nicholson.
Okay, word.
Stanley Kubrick directed
Stanley
it.
Kubrick. There you go.
That guy did a lot of cool stuff.
What's his? Stephen King didn't like that one.
Mm-hmm.
He liked his that he made, but they said that I don't know. I always watch a lot of things on YouTube, like where they compare and stuff. I was like, okay, it was weird. Some new knowledge.
Would they compare his book
They
to the
compared
movie?
no the one that Stephen King made, the movie or the show that he made of The Shining, and then the adaptation with what's his face that they made.
Oh,
He didn't like that one.
I didn't realize there was more than one.
Yeah, there's an old one though. Yeah, it's an old one.
I got to see that one. But yeah, the sequel's called Doctor Sleep. Someone told me about it on the last podcast. So I don't know. I haven't read any Stephen King books, but that's exciting. Oh, have you seen the It movies?
No.
I watched the remake a couple weeks ago and I fell asleep.
Oh my god.
Haven't seen
Which
the new
one? The second one?
No, it's
Because
like
there's two parts.
the
right?
remake of the first one.
Oh, the remake of the
Fell
first
asleep during
one.
that one. Haven't seen the remake of the second one.
I haven't seen either one. They looked okay,
Yeah, they look
but I mean,
all right.
I feel like the original is more. I don't know.
I just feel like the clown wasn't scary, you know. Just looked kind of corny.
What does he do with his eyes? Have you seen that meme where he like looks at that one coat? I mean his whatever with his eyes, and he thought it was CGI. No.
Maybe. I don't know. Now I'm curious.
He brings his lip down and like bulges out his eyes or something. I don't know. It's not. I don't know. It's weird.
Well, I know he like turns into like a monster thing,
Oh yeah.
but I don't know. You know,
Yeah.
scary stuff. Anyway, anything any other things you into outside of I guess performing as far as movies, TV shows, books.
Books. Some books are good.
Mm.
I rarely read because I end up falling asleep on books.
Yeah, reading's hard these days. I got to get audiobooks. I feel like a lazy bitch. I listen to a lot of podcasts.
I like listening to stuff. Yeah, a lot of what are they called? The Reddit stories, horror Reddit stories.
Oh, that sounds fun.
Yeah, I like listening to those. Like when I'm cleaning or something, I'll just put one on. Talks about death and serial killers, and it's like okay.
It's like through Reddit.
Yeah, but no, it's on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Have you heard of Last Podcast on the Left?
I think so.
Yeah, my girlfriend got me into that, but it's really cool. It's just like three comedians, and they like go over like serial
Oh
killers.
yeah.
It's funny as shit.
I started listening one day, but then we were cleaning.
It's a great time. Oh man. Anyway, scary movies, performing. We can go back to doing the drag thing. Do you have you tried out any other personas like besides Valentine? I think you're gonna stick with that one.
Yeah, only because like once like you make your drag name, it's like permanent. Some people don't like flip floppers. Like a lot of drag queens would be like, oh, my name's this, and then they'll change it, and it's like, why aren't you sticking to one name? But like if like I did a go-go dancing thing in Lubbock, and I didn't want to be like Irvin or like called Irvin, since you got to pick another name or something. I went as Monsieur et Toi, Mr. Star, just to be like something different.
Oh, that's
but like
fancy.
I like being a dude. Sometimes like to show off, like not just only in drag, because I feel like whenever I do show off in drag, like I do get a lot of attention. So I'm like, okay, but then like sometimes I like to bring it down, be a dude again, look more masculine.
I feel that. So what is go-go dancing? What's the difference there?
Go-go dancing was just like it was just dancing on the pole all night for like tips. Yeah, I had made my outfit. I made a jock strap kind of thing, and then I wore a mask, and but yeah, I was just dancing all night for the crowd and getting tips.
That's exciting.
Yeah, something different, something to experience in public.
That's cool. So you really just just performing, whatever feels right.
Yeah.
So you weren't in drag in that instance. Is that what you said? More in a masculine outfit?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fun. It's exciting. So were you doing like all the tricks that strippers do when they're like, doing all that core work,
I wish.
climbing
I
and sliding
should.
around?
I should.
That's so impressive.
But I mean, I've always been able to, what's it called? Lift myself up on the poles.
Hmm.
Like at school, I would get myself on the sides, like
Nice.
hang my feet out there, and they'd be like, "How do you do that?" I don't know. Just can do it.
I have great abs. Don't worry about it.
Under all this fat, they're in there.
That's funny. So do you plan on sticking with it for a while? Is it something like you're passionate about?
What?
I guess just performing drag. Like you said, you wanted to be a superstar. So
Yeah.
where do you see yourself, I guess, taking it?
Um.
5 years, 10 years, however far down the road.
Hopefully, maybe if I'm able to get on RuPaul's Drag Race,
Mhm.
that would be nice to get like that platform to be seen on that. I feel like if I have the right kind of team behind me,
Mhm.
I'd be able to, keep reaching what I want because I have like a whole bunch of ideas. It's just a matter of me putting them out there.
Mhm.
But hopefully in like the next 2 years, I'm somewhere. I'm just getting tired of Amarillo too.
I feel that, man. My next move is Dallas. That's what I'm thinking right now. So I'm trying to save money.
And it's so hard to leave too.
It is.
Sometimes you're like, oh.
Especially because there's so many people who leave who are like, never mind, I'm coming back.
Yeah.
That's always been the case,
And leaving everything behind is crazy too. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like Amarillo's not going anywhere.
Mm-mm.
You're not gonna miss anything. You'll miss the people, but
I think the people.
Amarillo's gonna be Amarillo.
Yeah, you're right. The people is what I'm most just like. Oof, I'm gonna leave, and if I leave, I won't be seeing them anymore.
Would you have I guess more opportunities? Like, is there? I guess New York and LA would probably be like the two biggest hubs
Yeah,
for everything these
honestly,
days. Anything with entertainment.
better more than Amarillo. I mean, like, I don't know. It's hard.
Mhm.
There's not a lot. I mean, there is if you look for it, but
Mhm.
it's just very. I feel like underground here.
For sure.
Yeah, it's
Have-
not out in the open as much.
I've never watched RuPaul's Drag Race, so do people submit to like get on the show?
Yeah, they have. Right now, they're coming out with season 12 and All Stars 5. Also, they went overseas to make RuPaul's Drag Race UK.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and that's the first season of RuPaul's Drag Race UK. But you send in your videotape. They, like, I think after the show's over, they send out right when the show's beginning. They send out like a link, and you fill out like all your website names and all that stuff. You send in your video. You perform to one song that they chose from you or that you choose,
Mm-hmm.
and then you send it in. But like, they say, I think they call them if they have gotten them. They're like, hey, you got it, or they're like, hey, hold up, let's keep checking. They keep like checking back with the queens
Mm-hmm.
until they get the call, and they're like, hey, you've made it onto RuPaul. But yeah, you have to send in a video and all that.
That's crazy. So I'm guessing you probably have to have a pretty impressive video.
Some of the drag queens on there, one of them on season 2, I think it was Shangela. She had been doing drag for 5 months.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and she's become one of the biggest RuPaul stars. But she kept coming back. Like, RuPaul liked her so much that RuPaul got her on season 3 as
Mhm.
well. She was on one of the All Stars, and she would always just make a cameo appearance. But like,
Mhm.
for a drag queen that was just doing drag for 5 months, she sent in her video, whatever she had, and she made it big.
That's crazy. So what? I guess was it like a personality
Yeah,
stood out?
she's a working queen. Like, that's a really big working queen. Like, she will take any gig, any performance. Like, she'll make the best of it. because she really wants it. Like she really
Mm-hmm.
wanted to be a drag queen. She was on it about performing and about showing what she had.
Nice.
Yeah. I feel
That's
like that's
cool.
why she became a star, like the biggest star, like out of RuPaul's. Like
Mm-hmm.
she's walking the red carpets. She's performing for Beyonce.
Really?
She was
Wow.
lip syncing one of Beyonce's songs in front of her. So I was like, okay,
That's hardcore.
yeah.
So on that show, is it like elimination? Like,
Yes,
okay.
they do a challenge. You know, they either have to sew, they have to perform an act, they can dance a whole routine, and and it's a matter of like learning a routine in like a matter of 2 or 1 day and a half.
Mm.
Like they get minimal time. They even have to make their outfits on top of that, but they get a full day. So at the end, whenever they eliminate, they say somebody's won, somebody's safe, and then the top two have to lip sync for their lives. So they have to go up against each other, and whatever song they choose, they lip sync, and the judges choose. Sometimes some queens don't make it, like
Mm-hmm.
both of them. The RuPaul doesn't like either of the lip syncs and sends them both home, or
Oh, really?
he'll say both of them. Yeah, like it's crazy.
So there's been seasons where nobody won?
Well, there's been imagine no, there's always somebody winning, but there's been just lip syncs where like they've both gone home, and
Oh,
it's like
okay.
ooh, like because I mean drag queens are supposed to be known for lip syncing, and
Mm-hmm.
for knowing their words, for being able to articulate whatever, but yeah, I mean that'd be pretty rough.
That would be rough. And is that set in New York?
I think that's in LA that they do it.
Okay. Nice.
I think.
It's
Yeah.
exciting.
They have like what is it called? The cons, the conventions.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? The
Like a convention for drag queens?
yes, Comic Con and stuff like that. It's called Drag Con. They have
Oh,
it
okay, I
in New
got you.
York and LA. They but it's just like big meet and greets,
Mm-hmm.
pretty much. Like the drag queens, they have their own little venue. They have their own setup. They have all their merchandise, and then people wait in line. They get their picture. They buy some merchandise, and then you leave. Like,
Hmm.
I don't feel like that's pretty fun, but I mean it's something. But it's a way of showing them off.
For sure. Do you plan on getting merch or anything like that?
I've always wanted merch
Mm-hmm.
since like high school. I'd always tell the girls, "Should I get some shirts made?" And they'd always say, "Yeah," but I suck. I don't know. Since I keep changing, my makeup and my look. I
Mm-hmm.
keep like wanting to be like, "Oh, I want this one," but then I'm like, I kind of wanted that picture. I mean, no, I think I want professional pictures taken, and then I'll just decide. But other than that, it's hard.
That makes sense. So, do you ever record your performances, like for the purpose of submitting to RuPaul's?
I haven't thought about it because I haven't really been thinking about RuPaul, even though I
Mhm.
should. 'Cause the casting for season 13 is about to begin, since 12 is going to come out. But so far, no. They've recorded videos of me performing, but other than that, I haven't really gone into the dip. I should look it up. I should. But yeah,
That's exciting though. RuPaul.
it's a whole different story.
Yeah, I don't know much about it. That's cool. 13 seasons. So
Yeah.
so the RuPaul was just like, I guess, really famous, really big.
He had his own talk show back whenever like Cher and them had theirs too.
Oh hell yeah, that's cool.
So he was like, oh yeah, and he was on like TV shows. He was on Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Like he would
Wow.
always make like cameo appearances back in the day, and like before the drag queens even made it big. It's before he came out with RuPaul's Drag Race and all that.
Mhm.
So he was a good working queen.
That's awesome. I probably saw him on Sabrina then. I watched that. I watched that back in the day on the WB, I think.
I don't remember. Was it? I said wait, wasn't it?
How old are you?
21.
21. Oh, okay. Nice. I'm 25. I thought maybe we were closer in age. 21 makes sense. Okay. So you probably didn't get to watch Sabrina.
I don't know. I don't think I really watch TV much.
There was a talking cat.
Oh,
It was funny.
what was his name? Salem.
I think so. He was like the comic relief of the
I've
show.
seen yeah, the new one. Have you seen the new one on Netflix?
No, it looks dark.
It is dark, but the cat doesn't talk.
Oh,
It just meows.
Bruin and everything.
Yeah. No, yeah, I remember that cat was hilarious.
Yeah, good times. That's cool. So you're only 21. You got your whole life ahead of you, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. You got plenty of time.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I mean, you
hopefully.
never know. A storm might come through. It's Texas. Where tornadoes.
That's true. Get hit with a tornado. Get hit with a fire. Just get blown away.
Who knows?
There's a lot going on.
But gotta make every step count.
For sure. That's exciting. So what do you know where you would plan on moving yet?
No.
Just a thought right now.
Honestly, what I've been thinking about is have you ever seen the van life people? Like they convert
sounds exciting.
their vans into like a whole living space.
Oh, okay, yeah, I think I've seen that.
And like they're nomadic and they just travel. I think I'd want to do that. Like if I could fit all of my drag clothes and my wigs in there in the van and I could sleep. Like I'd want to just like travel around, and do that for a while.
You'd
Like
have to
I
get
could.
a bus.
Oh,
Small bus.
imagine. No, I gotta be able to park places.
That's true. It's true too. Yeah, living out of a van sounds kind of fun.
I mean, it's intense. Like there's a lot of things that go into it, but I feel like since I am young, I feel like I could do it.
Yeah,
It's
might as
something.
well. Do it before you're old
Yeah,
and your back hurts.
more than it does now.
That's fun.
Those cinchers be hurting bad. No, the pantyhose hurt bad because they just get on the waist and they just all compress, all four of them.
Oh man.
And then the dancer ones too, so they're nice and tight and snug.
Do you ever get any injuries for performing?
I haven't yet, but I always get bad bruises on my knees.
Could see that. Going hard.
Yeah, go doing those splits straight into them or.
So you've been doing it 3 years. You're only 21. So you started like right out of high school then.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Miss Micah, actually, whenever I was 17, that's whenever I like told my mom, oh, I'm dressing up because she had a wig that she bought because she was like, oh, I'm gonna wear this wig and nobody's gonna know it's me because like some dude kept like asking for her number and everything. So she was like, I'm gonna go in disguise. But she was like, he clocked me. So she just set that wig aside for like a good while. When I was like 16, I picked it up and I was like, let me try it on. And I would always steal her clothes or my sister's clothes.
Nice.
And always try them on and then take them off her when they were getting back. But I just lost my train of thought.
Taking clothes.
Taking clothes.
Basically how you were 16, 17, and how you got into it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, one day I was 17 and I told my mom, I was like, I'm a drag queen. I was like, how do I look in this picture? She was like, oh, that's where my skirt went. Like she didn't really like, say anything other than be like, oh, that's something. And I was like, yeah. And she was like, oh, you look okay. But one of my cousins came in town and he was like from Arizona. I was 17 and he was gay too. And he was like, let's go to the gay bar. He was like, I can get you in. And I was like, what? What do you mean? He was like, come on, just dress up and we'll go. So I had been going to the gay bar for like a couple months with him until I got kicked out because they found out the ID was somebody else's and everything. But like a couple months later, I had almost already turned 18. I was about to. So the first night I went in as 18, I saw Miss Micah performing. And it was for the open talent night. So he won that night and I was like, wow, okay. I need to come out here and perform. And that's when I started performing was 3 years ago.
That's awesome.
For open talent night. I lost all 3 times, all 3 years because I kept trying, but
it's just once a year?
it's they do once a year, but they have like the open talent nights 6 months. Every beginning of the Friday of every month is when they have it. They pick six winners, and then the six go up against each other or something at the very end. And like,
Oh wow.
they get the most applause
Okay.
and stuff. They get judged and everything, and they win the cash prize. Whoever does.
Oh, cash prize. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Is there like a cap on how many people can like sign up and everything?
I think if anything, it would be like up to 5 people. They don't like the main artist, whoever's there. Like he could do, it's for anything. It's open talent, yeah, it's for anything. But you think you could have up to 5 people with you? They just don't want them in the back like that, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Like,
that makes sense.
yeah.
I see. So that's do you have like if someone were, I guess in your shoes, 17 right now, they wanted to get into it, they didn't know how, would you recommend just going to the 212?
Well, 17, not really.
I
'Cause
guess
you
not.
can't get
Yeah,
in there.
you're right. 18, my bad.
18. The 2 and 2. I don't know.
I'm not trying to get anyone in trouble.
No, you're good. That's just I mean, if they want that kind of advice,
Mhm.
the girls there, I feel do go very much more on pageants and stuff like that. So I'm not into it, into
Mhm.
the pageants, because I don't know. I just don't feel like it's really for me. Like a lot of I don't know. It's weird. It just depends. I guess for someone trying to look for drag right now, if they'd like that kind of advice,
Mhm.
then it'd be really nice to go to 2 and 2. But is there a face? There's a hair on my face. But if anything, outreach like somebody else. Like
Mhm.
if you like their pictures, if you're seeing what you want to see in your drag
Yeah.
out of somebody else, I feel like just go talk to them and find out.
Nice.
Like a lot of my drag is based off Adore Delano, and those are like drag queens that are like famous.
Mhm.
I don't think I could ask. A lot of these queens, I don't think I really could. Well, not all of them.
Mhm.
It's just more of a lot of the older ones. I feel like I don't really compromise with my drag because
Mhm.
it's I feel like something new, something different, something beautiful. But I don't know. It's just hard.
Yeah.
It just
Interesting.
depends.
Yeah, well, something different is always good. Well, most of the time. Can't say always,
Yeah.
but yeah, that's cool. You said the drag queens were more competitive. So is there a sense of like less support to where they're like, I want to beat you, I hope you fail, type type environment?
I mean, not really.
Mm-hmm.
They Since we have to advertise ourselves, we are our own only promoters. The
Mhm.
bar owners can do as much as they can to get us a gig there. But I feel like the competition wise is more of, since we are drag artists and we're putting our image out there, we don't really want others to put in their 2 cents,
Mm-hmm.
into our drag. So that's, I feel like, what causes a lot of our barriers with drag queens.
I see. Just the self promotion.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
okay.
self-image, self-promotion, who you are, what you want to see out there. If somebody else wants you to wear something else,
Mhm.
because of that, like, I don't know. It's gross. Like, it's like, if I'm doing drag, like, I don't really like outfits, I guess, in a way, because it's like, what would I feel more comfortable in performing in drag? So, like, that's what I want to be seen as at the moment.
Yeah.
How I want to be seen is, so whenever like others put in, their stuff in, it just makes me feel weird.
Yeah, I feel that. Like you want to be in control of yourself.
Yeah.
You want full creativity there in that aspect.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Has your family always been supportive of it? Because I know you mentioned taking their clothes.
Yeah. I guess, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, I'm the youngest
Mhm.
out of like two older ones, but feel like out of those two, I was the more creative one. So, but I mean, I never really got paid attention to as much as that like I wanted to. So I was always off doing my own stuff, always learning, whatever I wanted to, while my mom was
Mhm.
with those other two, or with whoever she wanted to be. But feel like since I got that leeway of me just doing what I wanted to do, I got to really think of myself, like to explore differently and see like all these different things rather than the way they did.
Mhm.
So when it came down to just drag, I feel like they're like, okay. I mean, my brother was like, don't do that, but then he turned out to be a closeted faggot. So
Mm.
fucking fags.
Has he come out with it?
He's yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. He came out to one of my shows whenever he used to live here.
Mhm.
Now he's off in San Antonio, I think, with an older man. So,
Sugar daddy.
right? Hopefully. No, he treats him like caca.
That's fun. So you got two siblings. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. What else is going on in the world?
Right? I mean, what isn't there going on in the world?
That's the real question.
I mean, there's always something happening every second, but that's life.
It truly is. What I guess what else do you do throughout the day aside from what we've talked about so far?
I wish I could say that I did other things.
Mhm.
I don't know. Right now, I don't think I'm like very up to doing things.
Mhm.
Like around 10 is when time I'd be usually waking up like every day.
That's not bad.
I don't know. I just feel like I need to be doing a lot more things that I'm
Mhm.
not doing. Like drag, legit's just all I'm doing, and I'm not even doing it right.
Mm.
Like, I don't know. I need to start doing a lot more things than what I'm doing right now.
I feel that you're just being a homebody,
Yeah, being a what is it?
a hermit.
Hermit. There you go.
That's funny.
Pretty
like
much.
that.
Like, I don't know.
But yeah, I mean,
And you start making moves.
yeah, it sounds like that's the one thing you want to do. So yeah, stick with it. That's cool. Did you have any ideas of like going to college or anything like that?
I don't think I'm not. I don't know. I'm not good at being
Mhm.
like in places like that. Like for school, even like my last year of high school, was it for 3 months? I ended up going to the high school where you get to finish early,
Mm-hmm.
and I just didn't care. Like I don't know. School was something that I just couldn't get used to. Like
Feel that.
I don't like sitting and learning like that. Like I gotta learn by doing.
Mm-hmm.
So it was always just like, oh, okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah. So I feel like going to college, I don't know. I don't feel like I'd be comfortable in
Mhm.
there.
Did they try to tell you, or they try to give you like a, ADD medication or anything?
I wish.
That's funny. It just seems that weird. Like this kid can't pay attention. They want to go outside, give him drugs. Seems like the standard. I don't know.
I wish I would have smoked more pot in high school, but
No time like the present.
mm.
Why in high school? Just you felt like you were too straight edged.
I feel like I don't know. In middle school, I did
Mm-hmm.
until I threw up.
Oh wow.
So that's whenever I stopped. In high school, I feel like I look back and I'm like,
Should
I
have
feel
been
like
high.
if I would have gone a little bit high, it would have been a little bit cooler.
Class would have been more fun.
Could have been a lot cooler.
That's hilarious. How'd you throw up? Just
She
Was it
she
a
had
bong?
she had rolled it, and she was like, "This is some good shit." And then she was like, "But take a really big hit." And before that, I had just got done eating like 2 donuts, some hot fries, and some pizza rolls.
oh my goodness, why?
So I took a real big hit, and I looked at her, and then I was like, "I don't feel so good." And I threw up all on her bed, her leg, her carpet. I went into her hallway. I looked at my two friends that were out on the couch doing some nasty shit. And then I ended up throwing up from her hallway all the way to her bathroom. Like, by the time that I got to the bathroom, something hit me in my head that I just felt funny. And I was like, oh, trying to catch my throw up. I washed my face, my mouth, and I went to her bed and laid down. I made her clean it up.
That's devastating.
So after that, I felt so bad. And I was like, I don't want to smoke again for a while.
Oh, shit. You just vomited throughout the house.
Yeah.
That's hardcore.
That was crazy. I don't know what's going on.
Donuts, Cheetos, and pizza roll. Those should never be together.
It was just one of those nights I thought I was going to have fun.
That's crazy. Man, so do y'all still hang out?
No. We did afterwards, but, I mean, I ended up going to Tuscosa. She went to PD.
That's crazy. That motherfucker threw up all over my house.
I know.
Donuts and Cheetos.
That's a big story to tell. I always tell that story because I feel so dumb for it. I'm like, I should have cleaned it up.
I mean, we all do dumb things.
Yeah.
Especially in junior high.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my God.
I'm going to do dumb things the rest of my life. I've already decided, so.
I mean, that's
all
what I'm
good.
doing right now. I drag. Doing dumb things.
This is my dumb thing podcast.
Oh,
So.
work.
Yeah. This podcast is brought to you by Dumb Things. Thank you for listening.
Featuring. No, this is really cool, man.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Thanks for coming on. It's
Like,
a lot of fun.
It's a new experience. Something,
Yeah.
like, I don't know. Something to get out there. Like, I've been wanting to start a YouTube channel and all that,
Mhm.
but I just feel like I feel like my image, I'm
Mhm.
too concerned about my image to be like, what will people think, you know?
Yeah, you got to get over that.
Yeah,
I mean, you're already dancing on stage.
I know.
you're already past the point of being worried about that.
I don't know. It's just I feel like with social media, there are those quick comments that I'm
Mhm.
gonna be like agitated by.
Yeah.
Other than like the stage, people talk to you behind their backs, but
Mhm.
like those who do like you and who
Yeah.
they come up to you, and that's what I do. Like look into it. Like
Yeah.
okay, people will be like, hey, this is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
mean, it's gonna happen if you put yourself out there.
Yeah.
People are either gonna really love you or hate you, and I mean, if you're not putting yourself out there, then no one's gonna know. So you just have to accept the hate and just roll with it.
Accept the hate.
Accept
Damn.
the hate. A lot of people don't like me, but a lot of people like me. So just ignore the people that don't. They got their own shit to deal with.
True.
But yeah, you should definitely make a YouTube channel. That'd be awesome.
Make a fans only page too. I need to make that money somehow.
Yeah, kill it. It's the perfect time to do it.
Right? Just gotta get a little bit in shape too.
I mean, that's making everyone a star. But it's like so easy to be like, oh, people wouldn't like me or da 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 da. But I mean, there's 1,500 podcasts made a day, so somebody will listen. I got listeners. I don't know why, but people people listen to me. So yeah, just got to do it.
Yeah.
Do it. People follow. It's just put out content consistently, and people will gravitate to it. There's someone out there for everybody.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's very true.
There's like RuPaul's probably really famous, but I'm sure there's millions of people who have no idea who he is. You
Yeah.
know, but he's killing the game. So
That's crazy though.
it's crazy to think about. Yeah.
It's crazy just how social media is.
Mhm.
Like, you could just become very viral famous like in 1 minute.
Absolutely.
You just never know.
Catch Me Outside girl has a rap career.
Right? She went to Jeffree Star's house and handed him her makeup that was like a dupe makeup of all the
Mhm.
expensive brands, all under $5 with her bodyguard. And I'm like, why can't I be doing that?
Wow.
I want to go to Jeffree Star's house.
That's interesting. So it was. I mean, what was he giving her advice on it? Or?
Hey, he was reviewing it. He always reviews like
Oh.
everybody's makeup. Like he had done Walmart makeup, some drugstore makeup. So he was like, let's see what she's about, because
Mhm.
I think she lives around his area in Calabasas. So she just like took it to him. He reviewed it. He was like, it works for $5, but like
Nothing
It's good.
special.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, she is still very much a child.
Yeah. She's how old? 17, 16?
Somewhere around there, I don't know. I know she got big when she was 14.
Yeah.
So, but that's cool. That's cool. She got someone to write rap lyrics for her.
She makes her own. She her own writer. Imagine.
That's the dream. Just get viral and become a rapper.
Yeah.
Could do
I don't
it.
think I could though. I'm gay.
Oh, there's plenty of gay rappers. I'm sure.
Talk about munching on butts.
Punch it out.
I don't think that's like
It's the
too
hottest.
mainstream yet.
It's the hottest song out.
Yeah.
Butt muncher.
Butt muncher.
That's funny.
A lot of the RuPaul queens, back then it was more like go to, like after they got done with RuPaul, they would make music, because RuPaul had all these songs out. So now it's like some of the drag queens make music, some of them don't have to. I don't think I could ever make music. I don't think I got the right voice for it.
I feel that. I used to
Yeah.
hate my voice, but now people are like, I like your voice. So I don't know. I think everyone sounds weird to themselves
Right?
for a
Yeah.
while.
Rewatch my videos to see if they're good, and I'm like, ooh,
Oh yeah.
my voice. But I'm like, okay, never mind. I'll just post it.
Yeah, I hate seeing videos of myself. I have a bunch.
Isn't that weird? Like
It is weird
people, we're strange.
because then you just see your movements and how much you hate the way you move.
And you're like, I shouldn't have done that. Oh, did I really just blink like that?
hmm
I don't know.
Totally understand. All right. Well, we're closing in on an hour. We can wrap it up soon. I have some wrap-up questions. If you could go back to a time in your life, give yourself advice, what would it be? At what age? What would you tell yourself?
It would be at 13. It would be just keep moving on,
Mhm.
because you're gonna be here for way longer than he is. So just keep doing the best you can.
Keep swimming.
Keep swimming.
Oh, yeah. I like that. Can you remember a time that you laughed the hardest?
No.
This is a tough question for everybody.
Yeah. I like laughing a lot. I think the last time I laughed the hardest was like I was on something,
Mhm.
and my cheeks hurt the next day like so bad.
That's fun.
Right? That's always the best. Laughing too hard, you get them cheekbones.
All right. I had another question. I forgot what it was. I forgot the rap question. Do you have any questions? Do you have any comments?
How would you
Any feelings?
go about starting this?
Oh, well, this is super easy. You there's a thing called, I go through Podbean, but there's a bunch of places. Anchor's free, so you download the Anchor app, and you don't have to get out fancy equipment. You can just talk into your cell phone, basically, and record that way. And it's it's very simple, very easy. I think all the equipment I bought is like around $250. So yeah, you don't have to spend $1,000 to like get decent equipment. And yeah, it's really easy. I record through this thing called Audacity, and it just records everything I say, and then I can edit. I don't edit very well. You can like add effects and everything.
Nice.
I'm still learning how to use everything. I'm bad with technology, so it's incredible I've come this far. It's incredible.
I mean, at least
98
you're doing
episodes
it.
in.
Yeah, you're doing it. You're learning it.
Yeah, I mean, that's really is like
That's all you can do.
my mindset is just suck at it long enough until you're good at it.
Yeah.
That's how my life works. So I'm bad at everything, but I'm getting less bad over time. Ta-da!
That's how I started with my makeup.
That's cool. Is that videos? The type of videos you would make would be makeup.
Some, I feel like I got more artistic videos that I'd want to make too,
Mhm.
like very Andy Warhol inspired by Edie Shep, like the Poor Little Rich Girl. I would want a lot of that kind of cinema to be portrayed as me. Like I just want a camera to follow me.
Oh, that's awesome.
Honestly, I feel like I pretty conceited. I do like myself a lot. I'm very narcissistic. So when it comes to my drag, like I feel like I just want someone to like follow me with a camera and just be like, how are you? And ask me questions and stuff like that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's exciting. Make a YouTube channel.
Yeah, I have
That's
to.
way more exciting than just makeup videos.
Right? I mean, I'll do makeup here or there. I guess some people want to know about my makeup. Like last night I did some flame makeup. It was like my eyes were like on fire looking. I mean, it was okay. I got the image across.
Mhm.
They're like, "Oh, you're on fire." I was like, "Work." Yeah.
That's fun. That's cool. Do you ever, I guess, get noticed outside of the community?
Yeah. It depends. Depends on the person.
Mm.
A lot of the times they can't recognize me out of drag.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have recognized you.
No.
No.
That's crazy. That's
you-
scary. I find that a little scary, crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, I saw you at the party for
Oh yeah.
Alexa,
Yeah.
and I was like, I didn't know you were Valentine. I was like, oh, this guy seems cool.
Word. That's intense. Like, I don't know. It's crazy.
Oh, fun stuff. All right. Well, we can go ahead and wrap it up now. We just hit an hour. Do you want to plug anything? Where can people find you? Have any upcoming shows you want to push out there?
I guess my Instagram is Irvin_Van Buren 8 or 6. I don't know. And I am next weekend on Sunday, the 28th or 29th. I don't remember. I have a show coming up at the 212.
Let me see. 29th, yeah.
29th.
29th is a Sunday. What time's the show?
It is at 10:30.
Ooh, 10:30.
Early cast.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Are there a lot of people performing on it?
Yeah, actually, there is a lot of people now that I think about it. There's about five cast members. 6
cool.
if I include Micah with mine.
Nice. So oh yeah, is that the thing you're doing about the
Harley Quinn and
Harley
Poison
Quinn,
Ivy.
Poison
Yeah.
Ivy? That's exciting. Which one are you?
Poison Ivy.
Feel that greened out.
Be all green, red hair. My version of Poison Ivy in other ways.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fun
interpretation.
stuff. Go out, find the man, find the queen. He's gonna be doing big things. I didn't mean to mumble. He's gonna be doing big things. All right, go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you for listening. Thank you for coming through. We can do it again. Get Mike on. Have some fun
Yeah.
talks.
My drag daughter, damn, Jared. She's sleeping.
Jared does it too.
Yeah.
Nice. I met him at Urbana coffee shop when he worked there, and I just see him around randomly. But
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
yeah,
He's really cool.
we would do comedy there to nobody basically. It started out really well and then it died. But might go back. I don't know. It's just weird to do comedy at 7 p.m.
Oh jeez.
Especially when there's 4 people there. But anyway, wrap it up. Thank you for coming through. We can do it again. Peace.